Hello and welcome to another Rectacular video. My name is Mr. Ridiculous and this is For Our Survival. It's been a while since I've been on camera. I don't remember if I ever showed, I know I showed the power armor, I don't think I showed the fully decked out. I customized the visuals of it to make it look kind of cool in my mind. I don't know if it's cool in yours, but it's cool to me. And I customized keybinds, I added more functions to it and all that, but basically I haven't done too much to that. I do have, the mod pack's been updated, so as the first thing you'll probably notice is that there's no little, on the sides of the screen, on each side, Mine and Blade Battle Gear 2 is gone, and so yeah, I lost my, my Almighty. It just disappeared when it went away, so I have no more Almighty. I made up for this. I didn't want to make a whole new sword, but I did. I used creative mode. Well, okay. What I did, the thing is, you can add even more modifiers onto a weapon by adding the creative modifier, which is a tool designated with, it's a golden head, but it can only be, it has to designate what kind of tool it's going to modify, and you can only do that in creative mode. So what I did, you can craft, if you look up golden, I'll get to the time torch thing in a minute. If you look up golden head, you can actually craft this by wrapping a regular head with gold, and you make this with computer or a monitor and a wither skeleton skull. You make the monitor with stone and glass, so I had a bunch of wither skeleton skulls from when I made this cleaver. I went off camera slaying out some withers, then, you know, to get the beheading, and then the update happened. I was like, sure, then I didn't notice that Mine and Battle Gear was gone, and Almighty disappeared. So that's that debacle. So I added I added 4 more modifiers to this, and then I just added on auto repair, luck, and an extra level of sharpness, so that this thing is super powerful and super amazing. So yeah, if you don't like that, sorry, but I figured it was a compromise for losing my Almighty to just something I was unaware of, just an update to the mod pack. It seemed kind of unfair. The next thing is we have the newest version of Tinker's Construct, which has longbows. It has a few other extra weapons in that, but the real big deal is the longbows. Now I've been making arrows. I made a ton. I didn't notice how much I make, but I made steel arrows out of steel arrowhead, leaf fletching, and a bone shaft. And so this thing's amazing. It's got a little reticle, and I've put 5 levels of haste on it. Surprisingly enough, it won't let me go any less than 0.25 seconds of draw speed, but it's still really fast. It can do up to 12 damage, and it is just amazing. Amazing. So there's that. The next thing we'll get to is what's right over here. I've been doing multiple different ways of massive mining off camera because they're both ways that I don't plan on using on cameras, or I didn't plan to use on camera, so I didn't really go through them on camera. So we have the Ender Quarry, which is just digging up a bunch of stuff. If you've never used the Ender Quarry, you add these upgrades on this. It's crafted through a long process. You have to make these Ender Cores, Endothermic Pumps, and Diamond Edge Computational Matrix, which is all this crap. And then these Ender Markers have to be made in a QED, which is a whatever you want to name it with the acronym of QED, because that's all it is. It changes randomly, but it's basically the advanced form of crafting from extra utilities. You use these to make Ender Markers. This is scan, that many blocks, wow, that's pretty cool. And then I added these upgrades to it, which you have to just add to the sides. Fortune 1, Speed 1, so it's faster, and obviously has Fortune. And then I'm just using a gas burning generator with ethylene, advanced energy cube buffer, and just slamming through it. The next thing I should bring up, I have a bunch of these gas burning generators. I've been using the ethylene production massively. I've been amping it up. It's off right now because I'm going to be moving stuff around. But yeah, stuff has gone there. The next thing, more ender lilies and all cucumbers. Why is this? Well, what you see, this brings up the time torch, which surprisingly is not in my inventory. Where did I put the time torch? Oh, it's right here. It's working on machines for me. It's like the Darkcraft one, it's actually from Torturino, and it's used to enhance the speed of things around it. So if I just go right like this, I can enhance the radius, and then I can enhance the speed. 100% increase, 200% increase, 300, 400. There we go. Now everything's going 4 times as fast. It doesn't seem to work on the Ender Lilies all too correctly, but I can show it off, let's turn on my magnet. A little bit of frame lag, but getting all these cucumbers. And now, boom, it's just gonna... Boom. This is the fastest way to farm. Yeah. So awesome. So yeah, that's the case. That's that. And any more off-camera work? Updated the smeltery a bit, I guess. Oh yeah, this used to be where my lava was producing, but Ex Nihilo and Ex Asteris have been taken out of the mod pack, so no more crucibles, no more infinite lava production. But I've got a bunch. I'm pretty set on lava, just like I am on XP. Which I went to the end. If I didn't bring that up before, the end portal's down there. I slayed the Ender Dragon out, got the levels and all that. So yeah, that's it. Oh, let's get that out of there. That causes some undue lag. I replaced the door because that was causing a weird little glitch, but replace the door with blackout curtains. It's not really a door, it's whatever. I really don't care too much. I grabbed an enchanter to do the fortune and speed upgrade, efficiency. Sawmill, food transposer, just some simple things around the base. That's out of lava. Let's gimme. Thank you. Let's trade out drums. There you go. Now that'll just drain away, right? Yeah. Cool. Got potions brewing for the time torch, because the time torch is made with 2 recipes. I haven't slain a wither yet, so 2 splash potions of swiftness, 1 player core clock, and a nature of bloodwood stick. That comes from the nether, and this is just emerald wrapped with lapis, and it's used for many things that we'll get into. Let's see, anything else? I had a quarry going in the nether for nether ores, but the ender quarry's been more efficient in the overworld. And I think that's about it. Yeah, pretty much. So today what we're going to get to, let's cut off that, we're going to get to the digital miner, which means we need 7 atomic alloys, 2 logistical sorters, 2 teleportation cores, a robot, and some extra things. If I just type in digital M, we get the digital miner. For mechanism, boom, steel casing, base control circuit are also 2 things we're going to need, so let's just roll right on into it with the 7 atomic alloys. I've made these before. We have 2 here, which means we're going to need, I'm just going to make 10 fresh ones, because that's how I swiggity swole. That doesn't make sense. It's how I roll. Let's just say that, because that was dumb. Swiggity swole. Bro, I'm so swole. Put in a lot of upgrades. I think I brought that up. And there's my obsidian to make these atomic alloys. Let's just make all of them into atomic alloys. Screw it. No big deal. It's not like they're not useful, so let's tick that off the list. Boom. Next we need logistical sorter times 2. So that is right here. I think I've made these before. I know I made them in the other series. Anyway, a base control circuit, 7 iron, and a piston. So let's just grab a iron. We're gonna need 2, so 2-piece redstone. We're gonna need some plank. And we're gonna need some cobblestone. Pretty sure that's all I'm gonna need right now. Oh, I'm gonna need the control circuits as well, but I'm mainly focusing on the piston at the moment. It has actually been a really long while since I've recorded this. There we go. Logistical sorters. Where's our checklist? Done. Next we need teleportation cores. Teleportation cores are an advanced part of Mechanism. They're used for teleporters and the digital miner, because the digital miner actually teleports ores out of the world, or whatever you have it mine out. So we're going to need a diamond, 2 atomic alloys, 4 lapis, and 2 gold ingots, which we're going to need to double that. So let's grab 8 lapis. Let's put away the iron for now, and let's actually get our inventory out of the way here. Boom. Oh, fish and apple. That's pretty much fine. I also made this Spectre key. I guess I should go over that. Charge it up. And you get to this specter astral plane dimension thing. It's actually kind of cool. It looks empty. I think because we're still loading it in. I think I'm still loading it in right now. Overall, all the ticks per second are going fine, so wave visible. Maybe it's just lagging out a bit. It's a cool place. Alright, so let me just jump with our key. 35.1k. Something is seriously wrong with my armor right now. It just drained like crazy. Huh. Anyway, here we are, light blue specter blocks. We're in a little dimension of specter blocks. These are unbreakable blocks. I think this is a bug. Little bug. I don't know. Anyway. It's just a place you can go and you can set stuff. It's just a pocket dimension. I might put a sorting system in here because this is kind of cool to have. You know, you can just, I need some stuff. Let's just go. And the thing is, we're going to be remote ordering, so this will be useful as well as a sort. I forgot you have to charge this up for a while. I honestly don't know what we'll put there. Maybe we'll fight... Ooh, that's an idea. We could fight the Wither boss in there. That'll be useful. Anyway. So yeah, that's the last bit of off-camera work. So... sorters are out of the way. Let's get teleportation for us. So we're going to need 8 lapis. Let's grab out those. Oh, I can just grab it from there. 8 lapis. 1, 2, 3, 4 gold. And where are my diamonds? They're blocked. So many diamonds. Oh, damn it. 2 diamonds. And let's craft up our shelves. Wait, why is all my stuff out of energy now? That's really, really annoying. Oh yeah, you know, you're gonna go to this pocket dimension and then all your energy just drained out. No big deal, no big deal. Let's just get some energy in our boots for now. Why not? So, 2 diamonds. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Boom. Boom. And boom. 2 teleportation cores. Bam! Now we need a robot. A robot is a cute little friend that you can have if you put down a charge pad in a robot. You can have him hang around, he collects items for you, acts as a portable furnace, chest, crafting table, and anvil, but I'm not going to use him for that, I'm just going to use him in the digital miner. So we need an electric chest. Surprisingly haven't made one of these in this series so far. Not entirely certain of why, but I just haven't. Let's grab all that. And we're gonna need 2 chests. 1, 2, 3, 4. Electric chest. Now we're gonna need 2 obsidian ingots. And we're also gonna need, what is it, the energy tablets. We're gonna need 2 energy tablets, so 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and enriched alloys. Next, we're gonna need, what else do we need for this guy? 1 piece of steel. And we'll just use mechanism steel. We have a bunch of it. We have a bunch of both, really. Or we have a bunch of multiple different kinds of steel because we're just that awesome here at R-Star Incorporated. You know, boom. Robot. Now we will make pretty much, we'll just make the whole thing now. So let's grab 1 osmium ingot, 4 steel. So we need a steel casing. Boom, boom, boom. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. And now we have probably the most complicated form of massive mining you can do. This ender quarry is great, but I always like this better. And my boots are charging. I need to go grab those. Ow, okay, so that still slams me down. Huh. Weird. Easy fix for that. Now let's go set this down and have this go smelt away. Or dig away. So basically, we'll just set this right here. Boom, this pretty guy. Look at that pretty face. Looks kind of complicated, but pretty easy. I've shown this before, but in case you haven't seen it, basically, we'll go through this step by step. So idle, that means obviously it's not running. It's not ready because it doesn't have power or filters. Eject off, if you flick this, eject on, eject off. That just means it'll auto eject out its back, just like the other machines. Reset will, you know, if you press start, press start and then stop. Reset will let you access the config again. Silk Touch, obvious. Pull, it will pull from other inventory. It will actively pull from inventories to replace blocks, which I should make a point. If you put, say, if I want, basically this teleports the ores out, so it'll leave empty gaps throughout the world wherever it's teleported an ore or whatever from. So if you put this replace block, then what it'll do is it will, if it in its inventory, it will look for dirt and it will replace the blocks it teleports out with dirt. And you can pump, the auto pull is useful for pumping in the dirt, but I don't need to do that. I'm fine with the holes. Go away. Now into the rest of the config, because most of the rest of this is pretty similar to other machines. So this is a filter-based system. So basically, this is radius. So this will set it to be its maximum radius of 32 blocks around the thing. It will go 32 in each direction. So this block right here is 0. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Same in every direction, except up and down, and we'll get to that. So if you put in 64, it'll only max out to 32. Note that this drastically changes the power. If I put this to 1, it'll use 40 RF per tick. If I put this to 20, it will use 58 RF per tick. And if I give it its maximum of 32, it should use like 160 RF per tick, 80 RF per tick. Okay. Now the minimum height, these are solid Y levels. So the minimum height of 0, that means it'll mine all the way down to the lowest level of the world, which is bedrock. We don't need that because, you know, we're not looking for bedrock. So 1. Plus ores don't exist ores don't exist at level 0. They exist from 1 to, you know, above. And then 60 is fine as our maximum, but you can set this to 256, which it'll max out at 255 for the world height. It does increase the RF usage. It doubles it. But if I put this back down to 60, 80, and then if I put this down to say 20, it should lower it from there. Nope, 80 is the lowest it'll go for there. So and if I put it, let's say 150, yeah, it'll increase. So there we go. And then this inverse mode is basically for whatever you set your filters to, which we'll get to in a second. Whatever you set your filters to, those are what you want. It will mine those, but if you want it to mine everything except those filters, like say, you know, if we type in cobblestone, then this is only going to mine cobblestone, but nobody wants cobblestone, so inverse mode, it'll mine everything except cobblestone. Oh, and I guess I should make a point if I haven't already. Silk Touch mode increases the power usage drastically. Looks like it I don't know, it doesn't add 400 RF, I think it multiplies it by 6, it looks like. If we can double check this with, if we put this to, say, a radius of 10, which is its baseline, 40, and then Silk Touch, we'll put it at 240. So yeah, it multiplies power usage by 6. We don't want that. We don't need Silk Touch right now. So we're going to do the item stack, just lets you put in, like, if you want it to mine out a stack of items, which we'll use dirt as our example again. If we want it to mine out dirt, or inverse mode it to not mine everything except dirt, put dirt, there you go. You can also use the ore dictionary, which will use the forge ore dictionary to type certain keys. So if you want to get iron, you would type ore with all lowercase, and then the name of the ore, which happens to be in the ore dictionary as iron. Boom. If you want to mine ferrous from thermal expansion, you would put ore nickel. Boom. And that's just Artifice's form of ferrous. You want to mine platinum, you would put ore platinum. And that's thermal expansion, shiny ore and platinum for metallurgy. If you want to mine, say, diamond, you would put ore diamond. And if you want to mine coal, you would put ore coal. But as I showed earlier, you can also type in the direct ore dictionary name of anything, like cobblestone is a direct ore dictionary name. Obsidian is direct. So you wouldn't put ore obsidian. You would just put obsidian in all lowercase. And you could also do, if you want, you can do, what is it? Stone, I think is what it shows. Yep, stone. You could use limestone, and it'll get chiseled limestone. You can do marble, and it'll get marble. You could do, I think you can do oak planks. No, wood. I don't know. Anyway, then there's stars. These are randomizers. So basically, if you want to mine, say, if you want your digital miner to mine only wood, I don't know why you would, but I guess if you're trying to log a massive area, you can use the digital miner. So just type in star log, I believe. Star logs? No, okay. Logs star. Or log star. Yeah, and it'll mine only logs. Similarly, you can do this with plank star. I typed in plank star, and this is just registering anything that ends in the word. So, for example, in the ore dictionary. So, for oak, this is registered in the, if you look, log wood. This, I don't know what mod it is that's showing me this, but this is the OD colon is the ore dictionary key. So if I only want this to mine oak log, then I type in log wood. Really useful in Resonant Rise. I'm using the excessive latest version. Log wood, it'll only mine wooden logs. Same thing if you type in log star, it'll look for anything that has the word log in it, it will mine. Same with if I do tree leaf, or if I do leaves star. Alright, we're back. So don't enter leaves in the ore dictionary. Anyway, we're just gonna go through and put the ores we want in. So ore diamond, check. Ore iron, check. Ore gold, check. Oh, and to finish off that whole wildcard thing, it just searches for whatever, if I put ore star, it searches for anything with ore in the name and it'll mine it up. That's just finishing that off. Anyway, ore copper, check. Ore silver, why not? And to follow that up would be ore lead. And ore platinum, check. And maybe there's some other ores I want to make. I'm going to eventually get into Enderium, because I want to get into these Enderium flux armor stuff eventually, later on. When we've, when this has run its course. Fluxed Enderium. Oh right, gelid Enderium, which is gelid cryotheum added to Enderium. Enderium is pyrotheum, and Enderium, which is... Alright, so I do need silver, tin, and platinum. As for gelid cryoethem, I forgot how to make that. Cryoethem dust, blizz powder, which can be made, I know, snowball with redstone. Okay, and then this is just used with niter, snowball, and redstone. Okay, so let's get more niter, or nitor. Whatever, fine. What all have I put in so far? Let's see, copper. That's tin, right? No, that's diamond, duh. Copper, silver, lead, and probably tin. One of these should be tin. Lead. This one is platinum. This one silver. So nope, let's do ore, tin, and ore. I don't know. We'll put in ore, I guess. We'll do ore. What do these go into anyway? Oh, these just go into the tools. I'm not going to be making the tools, except maybe the sword. The sword's kind of cool. Sword's actually really cool, but we have a better sword, so I don't know. Or I guess redstone. That's fine. Yeah, that'll work. We'll mine that up, and we need to power it, so we have our ethylene system. So let's get one. Actually, where's my configurator? We don't want these to try to fill out their own internal buffers. Did I accidentally hit this one? Normal. Normal. Good, just make sure. Oh, wait, I didn't check these. Okay, so this one was messed up, and this one should be fine. There we go. And then we'll put our elite energy cube, like... Boom. And this will charge up, and this will generate... These are all generating, what, 282 RF per tick. They're really, really loud, but this is way more than enough. We could even run this with Silk Touch mode, and it'd be fine. But we're gonna go get some upgrades into this real quick, because upgrades are pretty easy for us now. Let's just get 5 osmium. There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 8 gold. We'll get these crushing. And while we're at it, we'll grab glass we need. And for the hell of it, we'll get more, we'll get more of these enriched alloys going. Mechanism machines are really, really, really loud. That's one downfall. Not too big a deal though. I kind of like it. At times, it's enjoyable. Sometimes it's not. I'll admit, but most of the time I think it's kind of cool. And some of the noises are pretty cool. Anyway, let's get you and you done and done. There we go. See, super easy to make these upgrades now. And we'll just go toss these into the machine. Now we'll see this tick up very, very, very rapidly. Needing, I think it'll need over 1,000. Yep, 1,423 RF per tick. Let's just take that back down, sir. Thank you very much. If you don't mind, just go calming it down a bit. And 142 RF per tick. One of these can sustain that, and all of these will be easily able to sustain that. So let's just start it up, and boom, it's gonna rock and roll. And in fact, with our system, we can just turn Silk Touch on. And run fine. Maybe not. These each generate 282, 210. Yeah, that should be generating way more than enough. These can transfer enough. This can output enough. I don't know why this isn't netting me any gain, but whatever. I'll just turn that off then. It's no big deal. These don't even work in the only reason I would be using it is to enrich it and get more redstone, but we don't really need that much. And another thing is, These don't work in the metallurgy confuser. I just gotta mine these up with the digital miner. These will, though. So there we go. We have a digital miner now, which is super duper amazing. And it's already being pretty fruitful. More effective than... Oh crap, I forgot I need to put a chest on there too. Luckily I have some obsidian chests lying around somewhere, probably in here. Yep. Just grab the obsidian chest and pump items out the butt. Auto eject on, and now all the stuff will come through there. That's cool. And see, it is mining super effectively for us. Yep. So there we go. There is our digital miner. The next episode, which I meant to get into last time, Minechem and logistics, but there's a reason with something weird that I didn't know happened. I don't know if it's a bug or what, but Buildcraft Silicon is used for logistics pipes, which we're just going to get into learning the system. We'll actually implement this when we build the tower. But these golden chipsets are what I would like to use for logistics pipes, but if you look at them, 16 gold per redstone, which is ridiculous. So I want to get enough resources to know whether that's just a bug in the NEI and it actually is just 1-to-1 or 1 redstone and 1 gold or what. Oh yeah, I guess I should bring this up, some off-camera work I did. I was trying to get into Thaumcraft, but I started in, but it's a pain in the ass. I don't want to do the time. I don't want to take the time. I have way more effective stuff. Yeah. And I guess if you're questioning why I made a bow, even though I have my plasma cannon, power runs out, but with that many frackin' arrows, I'm pretty much set. And these bows are really cool, you have to admit, this is really cool. And this is doing more damage per shot at the speed it's going. It's gonna do way more damage. I hear a zombie that I need to kill in this hill. That rhymed. I'm gonna end it now on a rhyme. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed. This has been another episode of For Our Survival. Please make sure to like, favorite, and subscribe, and we'll be back next episode with some really cool stuff. Bye-bye!